Welcome to Movie Story Short, the channel where we bring you movie summaries in just a few minutes. Today, we're diving into the thrilling world of mystery and suspense with a movie Death on the Nile. The story begins with a glimpse into the past, providing a backstory for Hercule Poirot, the world-famous Belgian detective. We see him as a young soldier during World War I, using his remarkable intelligence to save his comrades. However, a devastating explosion leaves him injured, and it's revealed that his signature mustache is a way to hide the scars on his face. Fast forward to the 1930s in London, Poirot is enjoying a quiet night at a glamorous club. The atmosphere is vibrant, with music, dancing, and people celebrating life. In the spotlight is Jacqueline Jackie de Belfort, a spirited woman who introduces her fiancé, Simon Doyle, to her wealthy and beautiful childhood friend, Lynette Ridgway. Jackie hopes Lynette can offer Simon a job. However, sparks fly between Simon and Lynette, setting the stage for an unforeseen love triangle. 6 weeks later, Poirot travels to Egypt for a vacation. At the stunning pyramids, he encounters his friend Book and Book's mother, Euphemia, a renowned painter. They invite him to join a lavish wedding celebration hosted by none other than Lynette and Simon, now newlyweds. The couple's marriage has caused quite the scandal, as Simon left Jackie for Lynette. Among the guests are an array of colorful characters, each with their own secrets and motives. The guests include Lynette's godmother Marie Van Schuyler, a wealthy and opinionated woman, and her nurse, Mrs. Bowers. There's also Salome Audubon, a blues singer, and her niece, Rosalie. Lynette's cousin and lawyer, Andrew Kachadurian, attends alongside Dr. Windlesham, Lynette's former fiancé, who still seems to harbor feelings for her. Lastly, there's Louise Berger, Lynette's devoted maid, who has worked for her for years. While the newlyweds bask in their happiness, trouble looms on the horizon. Jackie unexpectedly appears in Egypt, following the couple wherever they go. Her presence is unsettling, especially for Lynette, who begins to feel paranoid and unsafe. She confides in Poirot, expressing her fear that Jackie's obsession with Simon might lead to violence. In an attempt to escape Jackie's watchful eyes, Lynette and Simon organize a luxurious cruise down the Nile on the steamer Karnak. Poirot reluctantly agrees to join the journey, sensing that danger is imminent. As the guests board a ship, tensions run high, and hidden rivalries and animosities come to light. During a stop at Abu Simbel, Lynette narrowly avoids a falling boulder, which nearly crushes her. She becomes increasingly paranoid and begs Poirot to protect her. That evening, at a party aboard the Karnak, Jackie's emotions boil over. She confronts Simon, accusing him of betraying her. In a fit of rage, she shoots him in the leg and collapses in tears. Book and Rosalie help her to her cabin, while Simon is treated by Dr. Windlesham. The following morning, the crew discovers Lynette's lifeless body in her cabin. She has been shot in the head, and her priceless necklace is missing. Poirot takes charge of the investigation, vowing to uncover the truth. As he delves into the lives of the passengers, he uncovers a web of lies, greed, and hidden connections. Poirot's first suspects are Jackie and Simon. However, Jackie has an alibi as she was under the influence of sedatives and couldn't have committed the crime. Simon's injury also seems to rule him out as a suspect. Poirot then turns his attention to the other passengers, scrutinizing their motives and actions. Andrew, the lawyer, emerges as a suspect when Poirot discovers that he had been embezzling Lynette's money. He had every reason to silence her to avoid exposure. However, Andrew denies any involvement in her murder, claiming he didn't have the courage to act on his greed. Poirot's investigation also reveals that Louise, the maid, had been holding a grudge against Lynette. It's discovered that Lynette had interfered with Louise's plans to marry a man she loved, leading to her heartbreak. Louise becomes a critical witness when she admits to seeing the killer leaving Lynette's cabin on the night of the murder. Before Poirot can get more information, Louise is found dead in her cabin, her throat slit. The murder weapon is missing, heightening the tension on the ship. Poirot continues to dig deeper, piecing together the puzzle. Salome and Rosalie reveal that they heard suspicious noises during the night, but they are unsure of the source. Poirot confronts Book, who confesses to stealing Lynette's necklace but insists he didn't kill her. Book's story checks out when the missing necklace is found hidden among his belongings. However, this revelation only complicates matters, as it doesn't bring Poirot closer to identifying the murderer. The turning point comes when Poirot uncovers a shocking twist. Simon and Jackie had been working together all along. Their love for each other never wavered, and their elaborate plan was to eliminate Lynette and inherit her fortune. Simon pretended to be in love with Lynette, gaining her trust and marrying her. Jackie's dramatic outbursts and public feud with Simon were all part of their ruse to divert suspicion. On the night of the murder, Jackie shot Simon with a blank round, creating a believable injury. While everyone was occupied with Jackie's breakdown, Simon snuck into Lynette's cabin and shot her. He then returned to the lounge, using red paint to fake the blood from his injury. The pair planned to live happily ever after with Lynette's wealth. Their plan unravels when Poirot exposes their lies. He confronts Simon and Jackie with the evidence, leaving them no choice but to confess. Realizing they have no escape, Jackie takes drastic action. She shoots Simon and then herself, choosing to die together rather than face justice. With the mystery solved, the guests disembarked from the Karnak, each carrying the weight of their experiences. Poirot reflects on the tragedy, acknowledging the destructive power of love and greed. As the steamer sails away, the Nile flows on, indifferent to the human drama that unfolded on its waters. And here we end the movie. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like the video. Thank you for watching Movie Story Short. Stay tuned for more movie summaries in just a few minutes.